Welcome back to another snack rack, everybody. We got another 3 snacks we've never had before. Today we're doing Jell-O, except for this one. First up, we've got strawberry cheesecake Jell-O.
Then we've got this Reese's thing.
And then lastly, we have lemon. Wait, what was it? Oh, it's backwards. Lemon meringue pie.
Temptations. Why would they name it that? I mean, I'm sorry, but why would they name it Temptations? It's like nothing is tempting about that. It's lemon Jell-O. It's gonna be awful.
Even if you liked this though, like what about this is like a temptation? Like it's just Jell-O.
It's not like you're going to the fridge like, oh, I mustn't, but I shall. No one's doing that.
The way it says temptations, I just imagine like a woman in like lingerie just like floating through her house over to the fridge.
Floating, literally not even just, and like she's got like on this massive scarf that's just blowing
She's
up.
got a huge scarf billowing in the wind,
and
then
she
just opens
does
her
this,
fridge to just reveal just
Jell-O
just
temptation.
tons of. And then the voiceover comes over, feed your temptation.
Yeah. And then she's going in it with the spoon and just real slowly making sure it looks perfect, and then going at it with the spoon upside down, pulls it out, goes, and then she starts flying away. Anyways, let's just get started.
You already know what we think is going to be gross.
Yeah.
So first up, we've got the what was this?
Is a strawberry cheesecake.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Strawberry cheesecake.
We normally keep the box out for the beginning of this at least.
But it is so hot in here that we're pretty sure if we keep it out here, it's gonna spoil.
Yeah.
First impression, it smells more strawberry than what strawberry Jell-O smells like. And maybe it's just because it's so concentrated up on this top layer.
Yeah. I don't really like this, the way it looks. I don't find that super appetizing, honestly.
Yeah.
And I like
It might
strawberry
be.
cheesecake.
Yeah. This might surprise us, I don't know.
Maybe. Let's try it.
Yeah.
It's not really what I expected. This top layer is like Jell-O, but then the bottom layer is almost like a cheesecake.
Yeah. I really like that. That's really good.
It's not quite like a cheesecake. Like a cheesecake is a little bit different, but it's much more like a cheesecake than Jell-O.
Yeah, I will say, I think that the cheesecake flavoring is done just right. It's there, but it's not too overpowering.
I will say, I think they did a good job. I'm not a huge fan. Personally, it's just not really for me.
No, I hear you. The temptation should be on this one, really.
I'm more tempted to eat this. I'd wear lingerie to eat this.
Here's kind of my thoughts behind this. This is really good. I wish there was a little bit more strawberry flavor and just a little less cheesecake. Not to say that I don't think the ratio is bad. I don't think it's overwhelmingly cheesecakey. I just kind of wish there was a little more strawberry. Other than that, though, I think it's pretty good.
I'm not entirely sure what they could do to make it better, but I think that the flavor is perfectly fine. What it is perfectly fine. I just didn't really like it. It almost made me feel a little sick, just like I didn't like the texture of it in my mouth.
Yeah. Well, you're used to like a bottom of a cheesecake being sort of hard, and this is
I don't think
soft.
that's what it is. I think it's just I just don't really like this. It kind of
You don't like eating cheesecake out of a cup?
I guess not, maybe, but it's not cheesecake. And it's not supposed to be a cheesecake. It's supposed to be cheesecake flavored Jell-O.
Right.
So it's not like they screwed up in that front, but it's like it's a cheap cheesecake or like a crappy cheesecake.
Yeah, I hear ya.
And that's kind of what the texture makes me think.
Yeah. I don't really eat that much cheesecake.
Neither do I.
Like I like it, but I'm not one of those people that goes crazy whenever someone's like, "Yo, I got cheesecake." You know, it's just like, okay. Yeah. But I do think it was really good. I don't know if it'll be better than the Reese's thing that we're gonna eat, because pretty much we found anything that has peanut butter and chocolate on it. Our top snack, the peanut butter Oreos, are awesome, and they totally outdo everything else that we eat. But this was a good entry from Jell-O. I think that's
Perfectly fine.
Yep.
I don't see myself ever buying this again, though.
Neither do I, though. I think I'd rather just have regular strawberry Jell-O. However, I think the little bit of cheesecake flavoring was a welcome addition.
It's perfectly fine, just not really for me.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, we got the Reese's Colliders layered, whatever the hell that means.
I don't know what a collider is because it's just Reese's.
Yeah.
Is it Reese's and Jell-O? Is that what they collided?
It looks like pudding.
Or pudding, yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't smell a lot.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't smell like some of the other peanut butter chocolate
I can
things.
feel some cold coming off of this. It feels so nice.
Oh yeah.
I about just put it in my mouth without saying anything. That's not how this show works. We try it at the same time.
All right,
So
ready?
let's try it. That is good.
That's really good.
That is absolutely delicious.
That is awesome.
You know what we said? And I completely forgot a few episodes ago when we tried childhood snacks. We had the chocolate vanilla, and we said add in a layer of peanut butter.
Yeah.
That's
this
what this
is. Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, Chris, you 100% hit the nail on the head. This is exactly what that needed to be. And this is great. You know, there's a lot more peanut butter. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. There's a lot more peanut butter than there is chocolate.
I'm totally fine with that.
And that's absolutely what it needed. They have the perfect ratio of chocolate and peanut butter.
I don't think I've ever had such little to say about something while I'm eating it because I just want to eat this. I have a feeling we're going to think the same way about this. But because this is peanut butter and chocolate, like the peanut butter Oreos, how would you say this compares to that?
That is really hard. Honestly, that is one of the hardest questions I've ever had to answer in my entire life.
Can I tell you what I think?
Yes. Let me know what you think.
I think this was really good, but the thing is anything that's peanut butter and chocolate for me is really good and it's held at a really high standard. And this met that standard for. I was a little worried that it was gonna disappoint, but it absolutely doesn't. It knocks the flavor out of the park. It was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. However, I just liked how in the Oreo, the cream ratio was really good. And the cookie was, really crushed down. And that's a different type of food. Also, the Oreo is a little more flexible. You can dunk it in the milk. You can, stack up the peanut butter, get a little bit more peanut butter. This, you just got to work with what you got. So I think for that, the peanut butter Oreo is still, I'd say, a good margin better. But this isn't as far behind as I thought it was going to be.
You know what? With those points in mind, I think I completely agree with you. I was going to say that this is so very close to the peanut butter Oreos, and it's really hard because for me the flavor is right up there with it.
Yeah.
And it really comes down to cookie versus pudding.
Yeah.
And which one is better. And I was kind of leaning pudding, and I thought, you know what? It's smooth, it's kind of easier to eat, and I was really leaning towards the pudding. But when the points you made, I think in terms of a snack,
Yeah.
an Oreo is going to be better than pudding in terms of a snack. And so that's why I am now going to say the peanut butter Oreo holds its place as top rack snack.
Yep.
But this is very, very, very close.
This is not that far behind. And I think the thing is with these is cookies are snacks. This is honestly something that you'd like put with a meal that you were packing for lunch.
Yeah.
And so, but for that, I mean, honestly, I might start buying these.
Maybe they're very good. I think we've said two different things. We've given them second place. We gave Danimal second place, and we gave
We had talked about the cupcake.
the goldfish.
The cupcake goldfish, yeah.
Maybe it was that. Anyways, whatever it was, we gave a few things second place, and we said when we gave it second place, we're like, well, second place doesn't necessarily mean it's the second snack.
Yeah.
It just means that it's very good and it's worth mentioning up there. And so I'm fine with multiple things being second place.
Yeah.
Stupid. This is so hot. So second place doesn't mean that it is the second best snack to the Oreo. It just means that it is worthy of being second shelf, kind of.
I think, Kurt, what we should do, if we get 25 likes on this video, we will do a video where we get the peanut butter Oreo, this, and whatever else we decide to rank as second place.
So you're just saying everything that we've given second place?
Yeah, we will do a showdown, and we will, in that episode, decide what gets the top rack, top snack.
Okay. Okay, well, now that we have the rack talk behind us,
Yep.
would you buy this again?
Absolutely. I think I will end up buying it again.
I agree with you. I can see myself getting these again.
Yeah.
Now, the
And,
other...
and again, for the fact that this is something that would go good, like, with a meal. Like,
Yeah,
I could
like
see
a packed
myself...
lunch,
Yeah,
put this
like,
in there.
like I always go home for an hour for lunch. I could totally see myself keeping a bunch of these in the fridge and then having one with my lunch every day.
Yeah. But really good. I would absolutely recommend this thing.
Yeah. And again, if you want to see us do the throwdown with the peanut butter Oreos, these...
And all the competitors.
And all the competitors, 25 likes. You better do it, or we're not going to do the video.
Yeah.
So next up, we got the Temptation.
I am so tempted.
This might be gross, but I'm probably going to eat all of it because I am...
Oh,
Okay, I don't think I'm going to eat all of it.
that looks nasty. Look at that. That's just...
I can't even get my open. I guess I just have to forfeit. Shit. Oh, that's... I thought that was part of the lid. That's part of the...
It looks like curdled. Oh, that's so gross. That's nasty.
Oh. It smells like... You know the wet wipes that smell like really bad lemon? That's what this smells like.
Yeah, it kind of does. Smells like kind of like a cleaning product, yeah. Oh, man.
Smells like a lemon urinal cake. Am I wrong? Am I honestly wrong? The ladies aren't going to know what we're talking about.
Ladies, probably like one or two of you watching. If you wonder what this smells like, go into a men's room. We're giving you permission. Go into a men's room.
I could just see some girl getting arrested. And she's like, Chris and Kurt gave me permission.
So go into a men's room. And now you may have never been in a men's room before, okay? So when you're in there, where there would normally be like 2 or 3 stalls, there's gonna be these weird things up against the wall, okay?
Why are you going so deep into this?
So now these things here, they're called urinals, all right? Now inside the urinal, there's this thing, kind of looks like a cake. Now don't eat it, okay? You may be tempted, just like these temptations. Don't eat them.
Get the fuck out of the men's room with your lingerie and your big scarves.
Find one that's like yellow. So basically, you're just gonna stick your nose down there and just smell it. Okay. Urinal talk aside, this thing looks disgusting. Like that looks like mold. Like that looks curdled.
It makes a bad sound when you put your spoon into it.
Oh, gross! Hold on, I want to see if I can get that in the mic. Oh, God, that's disgusting. This is going to be one of those times. Because every time we're like, oh, this is gross, somebody I know, they're like, I really like that. And I'm like, what is wrong with you?
But it looks like they caught someone in the men's room eating the lemon-scented urinal cake. And he was like, you guys should really try it. It's really pretty good. And they somehow believed them, and then they were like, well, let's turn it into the flavor.
Yeah, like all this white stuff on top looks like froth. Like, it's a real frothy pea. It's so much worse than I imagined. This is so gross looking. I am disgusted by this thing.
Well, do we want to do
the rock, paper, scissors because it's so gross?
Yeah. This is the second time in Snack Rack history that we've had to do this. Shit. Dear Lord, please be nice to me. Thank you. You know what? It's not bad. It's not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. It is by far the worst that we've had tonight, but it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I don't know how anybody could eat them. This is really good. I really like this.
I guess it's my turn. I don't have a god to pray to. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't look near. It looks so much worse than it is.
Smells a lot worse too.
You know what? It's not. I could eat the whole thing if I had to. I'm not going to, but I could. I could eat the whole thing if I had to.
We talked about that one time with the Dasani water, how you find it in a desert, you just ignore it. I would eat this in a desert. Heck, I'd even eat it on an airplane. But I'm not going to go out of my way for this again.
You know what? If we were on a stranded island and I had a case of these, I'd eat one or two. It is so gross looking.
Yeah.
Oh, the sound is so nasty. If you watch this video and you're like, oh, the sound's not that bad, I just, like, imagine, like, feeling it in your arm. And thinking, I have to eat that. It is so gross. It's like mold. Yeah, I just realized we tried key lime pie last episode.
Yeah.
And then we're trying lemon meringue pie.
Huh.
They were both gross.
Yeah.
I think I can speak for both of us. We're not going to buy this again.
I already said I wasn't going to buy it again.
I wasn't paying attention.
You know what? We're going to try something.
Oh no! No, 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 no! I'm not going to be a part of this. I will not be a part of this.
So in my goal, I was really hoping one of these would be the absolute most disgusting thing we've ever had on the show. But neither of them really were. I didn't like this, but I could eat it. I think we changed that today.
For everybody at home, Chris is trying the key lime pie Twizzler from our last episode with the lemon meringue.
This is a first where we bring a snack from a previous episode.
You know what? Every time you do something that's a first, it's not worth it. This thing looks disgusting.
It does.
That is one of the grossest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
You ready?
I don't know, you're eating it.
All right, here we go. Why did I do that?
That's a question we were all asking.
I genuinely thought I was going to throw up.
I'm really disappointed you didn't.
Same. That would have got a lot of views. My hands are wet because I just washed them. No other reason.
So what'd you think of your little concoction there, Chris?
You know what? Not as bad as the chocolate Twizzler.
Really?
Yeah. Again, I know, referencing an older video. Go see that if you want. But it was not good. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Kind of like we talked about earlier. We won't buy this again. We're definitely not buying this again. I could see myself buying this again.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm gonna puke. This kind of grossed me out. It was fine, but I just personally didn't like the texture.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was really gross. The actual flavor
Wasn't bad, but everything else was,
okay. I wouldn't go as far to say it's not bad, but it's not nearly as bad as I thought. But the look, the texture, the sound it made, everything about it made me repulsed. This thing was good. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it a little more, I'm definitely not going to put it over peanut butter Oreos.
I think you're right. I do want to do, and it's up to you guys to make it happen. I do want to pin this up against the peanut butter Oreos.
And everything
because
else.
I think and everything else, because I think it'd be an interesting showdown. But I think you're right. I don't think this comes close to the peanut butter Oreos.
So if we don't get 25 likes on this episode, up front, gonna say peanut butter Oreos still holds top rap.
For now.
But if we get 25 likes, we will put the peanut butter Oreos head to head against every other snack that we have given second place between now and whenever we make that video.
And I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. The thing about this is that when we first did the peanut butter Oreos, we're like, nothing is going to come close to this for a while. And we've already had 2 or 3 different snacks that have came close. And I would really like, I do kind of feel like this maybe has a little bit of a bias. Maybe all of these have a little bit of a bias just for today because it is so hot.
It is extremely hot.
And these were refrigerated and they were cool. But we would like to pin that up. So if you want to see that, 25 likes, and we'll do it. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. Be sure to stay tuned for more. And I'm gonna turn on the AC in my car and get cooled
It
off.
is so hot in here.
It is stupid.
This is ridiculously hot.
Yeah.
So if you can send us some ice or something.
Yeah, we'd really appreciate that.
Bye.
Bye.